That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff. But
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
Yeah,
you want one quick question?
we can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
Yo. Welcome back to the channel, man. A little midday stream for you. You know, we got a special guest in the building, man. We got one of the curators, one of the tastemakers, one of the gatekeepers. They say gatekeeping dead in music. What is we talking about? Y'all not paying attention. Is you paying attention? Because if you really tapped in and you really paying attention to the people who on the stage next to the people that's on the stage, they got the come on, man. We got one of them ones in the building. We got Useless Radio in the building, man. What are we talking about? We got Manni Supreme, the most energetic entertainer in the world. Manni, how you doing? Yes, sir. Manni, how you feeling, bro?
Man, that was a blessed intro, bro. That was the best intro ever, bro.
No, Cap, stop lying. You had because you had I did the whole story on the DJ. That one I can't top that. So
Sure.
so I'll take number two. I'll take number two. I ain't gonna lie. I'll take number two.
That was good, though. I appreciate you having me, bro. How are you, bro?
Man, I'm cooling, man. You know, new beginnings, everything like that, as we were speaking about a little bit before the interview. But it's always good to connect back home, have my roots touched and plant it back on the scene out there, man. You out there in the culture, you know, the center of culture, man.
Boost to the ground.
Yes, sir. So first of all, man, congratulations on the release of the album, bro. For Useless and stuff like that.
Thank you.
You know, man, just how was it kind of like putting together the entire project?
Man, it was dope, man. Shout out to the team, you know, my boy Jordan, Swampfoot. They really helped the vision. Like we all had the same idea for it, and it's cool when you're able to create with your bros, you know what I mean? And it's like we started Useless Radio just fucking around in the dorm, and like to drop an album a year after like we started the whole thing is like it's fire. And we had some notable artists on there, you know what I'm saying? So it was honestly, bro, with me working on the album took me out of like clubs and doing things like that because I was finding myself like, bro, I'm in here doing this where I'm just looking at how time works and how I'm spending it. You know what I mean? And like, I feel like me working on this album helped me really realize like, okay, boom, I need this done by this date. If I don't get it done, it's on me. You know what I mean? So I need to make sure the time that I'm spending, I need to make sure I have time to just chill and time where I'm locked in, just getting things done. And like working on this album alongside the team definitely helped me with that shit for sure.
Oh, for sure. Man, you speak about time and everything like that. Is it kind of because I think most artists they record overnight, and then most artists like the time where they go to the club and do paid appearances and everything like that, it's also at night. Yeah. But it's like a thing of where they go out to the club 10 p.m. all the way up to about what would you say about 1 or so, and then they go to the studio from 2 to 7 or whatever the case might be. For you, what was that like, as a host? Was it the same type of schedule because you're on the artist time, or was it something where you just blocked out, hey, I can't take any bookings this day? Woo.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's not been until recently, I made this transition, being with iHeart at 96.1. Shout out to the whole team. But beforehand, bro, it would be some nights like I would hate to see Thursdays coming, right? Because I would be at the radio station all day. You know what I mean? And that's just me being there, like networking. What we doing? Like we here. Like if I need somewhere to edit, like I'm doing it here. Y'all got the best Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? It's just being around. But then after that, I actually have to work my shift. Then I'll have to go host. Then I have to be back there at 5:30. You know what I'm saying? I'm not leaving the club until after 3. So it's like, it was getting to a point where I'm like, man, what the hell? And just going back to the point of, the album, that's why it's really like our baby, because it helped us realize how much you can do with allotting time the right way. You feel me?
No, for sure. And, congratulations, like you say, the transition to iHeart and things of that sort.
Thank you.
Man. And you got an earlier time slot, like
exactly.
Manni was dang near midnight Manni in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I was like, I want to support my boy, but he go on 12 to 2. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to log into Hot 1079 and pull it up on my laptop while I'm asleep. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, but you was playing them hits though. You was playing them hits. You was the first one to play Pink Dreads on the radio, man.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? So you was definitely playing them. Do you feel like you had, obviously I feel like there's pros and cons to everything, but do you think one of the pros to being a midnight radio host was being able to play a little more what you wanted to play?
Yeah, man. Like, I get a kick out of bucking the jack sometimes, especially when I know it's gonna work. You know what I mean? Like, my biggest thing in radio is like, why are we playing stuff that everybody already knows? Yes, that's cool to play that. The radio's supposed to be a music discovery point as well. Like, we're not making it cool or you paying people for trash records. No, let's actually play stuff that's lit. Let's actually curate a space with a Anicia, a Caribou, a Lil Tony, Homicide Gang, excuse me. You know what I mean? Like, let's actually curate something with the artists instead of just trying to take their money, try to get a plaque off some shit, So one thing that's gonna set me apart is like, bro, I'm gonna take a chance on the music that I personally listen to.
No, for sure. And so salute to all the artists you got up here. Obviously, Walking Talking ATM, that was the single. How did you feel when the single, like, obviously, okay, so you pick the single, okay, we're gonna go Walking Talking ATM. Then you make the video for it, and the video is obviously like stupid, right? And I say that like in the comment, like, yo, this video is crazy, like,
yeah.
But then Underground, shout out to Sethy P. He grabs it, puts it on Twitter, and it goes
bro.
Stupid. Like what was just your reaction like when what I'm saying, when the video went viral, everything like that? First single, first video, and it goes viral.
Man, it was like we knew. Shout out to the team though. Like, one thing I had to get better with is just checking social media. Like, I'm on it, but I'm not on it. Like, I'm not on it interacting with people. I'm on it looking up topics for what I'm gonna talk about on the radio, and I'm getting off that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like FaZe posted you, and I was like, yo. I tagged you. I was like, yo, FaZe, I don't know if you saw
that shit
like
crazy,
you say, like, especially Twitter, you do not be on anymore, bro. Like, you are a TikTok, Instagram dude for sure.
And so I'm like, because what going to your point of what you were saying, what I feel like is dope with what you're doing, I'm trying to build up my TikTok right now. Because I'm like, that's how, I'm putting all this work into a vlog. It's getting 15 views, but I'm just doing some bullshit for 15.
No, bro. No, I'm telling you, bro. The useless vlogs, bro. The amount of attention and everything you put it because you tweeted about this one time too. Because I'm be on Instagram. I haven't been on Instagram in over a year. But you tweeted about this in the middle of the night one night, and I saw it. You was like, but it's got to be Fado. And then it's like when you watch your vlogs, you can see like the effort and attention to detail that you put in it, and the simplistic titles. It's like, okay, it don't go for SEO. So what I'm saying is, bro, don't like it get 15 views. It's quality TV, bro. It's Adult Swim level stuff. So it's like, okay, if it's Adult Swim level stuff, when you have Sethy P grab it and post it on Underground Chants and Walking Talking ATM get 1 million views on Twitter, okay, people gonna go to the page because they're gonna be, where's the link to this video? They go to the page and now they see, okay, they see the in the booth with Veda, in the booth with Lil Skirt, in the booth with, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a domino effect. It's gonna hit eventually, bro.
Thank you, bro.
So what I'm saying is, don't be discouraged by the numbers on YouTube and be like, I'm gonna just go with TikTok and TikTok trends because it's easier to get up on there. Like, nah, bro, keep making the quality Adult Swim level stuff on YouTube, and then worry about the rest later, for real, because people gonna eventually, you know what I'm saying, they can't ignore quality forever.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And we trying to get better with just getting shit out faster, you know what I mean? So, like, nah, that's real, bro. I'm definitely glad you said, even with your whole point of what you were saying earlier, because I've been trying, people like, yo, stream at the radio, but it's like, you know what, I'm just gonna pick it up, you know what I mean? And it's like, I just want to make sure when we are doing it though, it's a purpose, it's a deeper cause to it, you know what I mean?
I feel it, but it's also like the game, bro. Like, if the internet, if YouTube, if everybody reward the people who spam posts, that's just what it is. So it's like, at some point, You know what I'm saying? I battle with this. I think every content creator battles with this.
Yeah.
Quality and quantity. Because it's like you see people that don't post none, you know what I'm saying? It ain't talking about none, but they post all the time and their numbers is 10 times. And then you start seeing, like, I'll say this, right? For our generation. Or no, this ain't my generation. This might be your generation, a little younger. Like the mall interviews, everything like that.
Yes.
It's like, bro, this is trash. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to keep it a bean, like, it's trash. Like, it's like low hanging fruit. There's no type of creativity.
Yeah.
Everybody doing the same thing that Smooth Geo did in 2018. Like, it's trash, bro. But it's like a couple months later, them same boys that was doing them light skins or dark skin, thick or slim, skinny, them boys riding in all types of, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, this man got a mansion and a high rise and Buckhead off of this, bro. It's like after that, you like, okay, you got to play the game.
And that's our point. We're useless. We can't sell out. We can't sell out. We can't sell out. Bro, I kid you not. Shout out to Jordan, bro. Me and him be butting heads. In a great way, though. I say this because, like, we can talk about this because I'll see, you know, it's funny because, like, it goes to my point where I kind of stopped hosting clubs, right? It's a new skin shed. I used to do that. You know what I mean? Now we on some more crazy. Like, we just did a show this past weekend, man. Again, shout out to Jordan. Shout out to Swamp for helping us with the right tracks for it. Shout out to him where Veda pulled up. Shout out to the band 2002, Big Yellow. Shout out my boy Kidu Carter, too.
Shout out 2002.
You feel
Shout out Veda.
Like, we fucking did a whole show with a live band. You know what I mean? And it wasn't even our show. We pulled up with a band.
Is y'all have 2007? Am I getting this wrong? Is 2007 the band, right? Too?
I believe so.
With Titty Gang. Okay. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna try to bring it for you. Right. I'm gonna try to paint the picture. They got the song with Tony. They got a song with Tony Snow.
Okay. Yes. No, it wasn't there.
Okay. Okay. I want to shout them out. I want to shout them out too. I want to show some love.
It was shout out Big Yellow though. They performed with us. It was cool because gearing up. We're literally right now. Whiteboards drawn all over. Like, we trying to get this show together for June 20th. Like, it's gonna be like our final promotion for the album. Like, if you missed the album, this is a show we're throwing here. You feel me? All the artists from the album gonna be there. They're gonna have their own individual sets, and then, like, you feel me? We trying to get like some more headliners to come with us too. So
pretty big pools, man. When you talk about CEO Trail, you know, obviously always shout out Tony Snow, and we shouted out Veda as well. But Baby Kia, 10K, Duncan, shout out 10K, shout out Hemward. Hemward just had that placement on the Key album. Salute to him for sure. And then, you know, who's with the RIP Mike Jack. Yeah, you know that's one of my favorites on the album. We talked about that.
He's actually about to drop a crazy song, RIP Bankroll. That's one of my favorite new artists, bro. He's crazy.
For sure. Salute to him. Like, that joint was crazy. And then the See You Soon. Okay, so tell me the story behind See You Soon, because it reminds me of like a Flower Boy, like the outro on Flower Boy with the dun 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 dun, dun. Like, it just reminded me of that. So what's the story behind that? Who produced it? Everything like that.
This is my favorite interview, bro. I don't really get interviewed often, bro. But when I do it with you, bro, I just be like, fine. Shout out to the team again. Shout out to my nigga Swampfoot. Shout out to Jordan. Like, creatively, like, the sound of this album came to a lot of music me and Jordan was just sitting, like, listening to. You know what I mean? And, like, honestly, he would play some of my homie Miles beats. And for the longest, he would post. I would tap in. I wouldn't always tap in because I'm just always doing so much shit. And one day it's funny, Kidu Karu, right? He was the first artist we thought about putting on one of, like, our homie Miles beats because of just the intonation and how the flow. We were like, man, we could dead ass drop an album. And, like, at the time, we were only just dropping playlists with Useless Radio. And so See You Soon is actually one of the first songs that even made the album, honestly, and was, like, part of the inspiration for it because it gave us that same feeling. You know, like, we was listening to, like, I would hate to say this word and it's not on there. Is Garden Shed on Flower Boy?
Yeah. Garden Shed. That's the one where I think he came out the closet.
And like those songs, like, but just like honestly, you see, I didn't even know he was saying that. I'm just listening to the music. You get what I'm saying? But like, that's the
Yeah.
vibe. You get what I'm saying? And I was just like, okay, cool. But we dead ass, honestly, like, really wanted to just show that we could put together a great piece of art with artists who we fucked with, you know, and it can all flow. And I feel like we got that across. So I feel very happy about that. And that song is very dear to us because also another little side piece. That was supposed to be an outro either DJ Drama or Holiday was gonna talk on, but we could. Their vocals couldn't clear the time because we wanted to drop on the third. Like we weren't gonna have no time, so I really just leaked some whole other shit. But I don't care because if you tap in,
Exclusive, hey man, usual radio exclusive, man.
you feel me? But I will say though,
yeah, go ahead.
we got a lot more music on the way, like soon, very soon, very, very, very soon. Like what's it? It's April. It's April, right?
Yeah, it's in April. May is next week.
Yeah, I'm talking about like hella soon, hella soon, and just fire placements.
I wanted to say that because it's like obviously I think I seen clips of you in the studio with Anicia Cara, you know, some really big names, and then you played some Anicia Cara. I think it was when they remixed Swag Surf or they rapped over this Swag Surf Flip. Excuse me, it got tongue tied.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. And then you said the thing about drama, you couldn't get it cleared in time. You know, just this being your first album and stuff like that. What did you learn about kind of like the business side of things? Like, okay, I got to get this cleared. I got to run this through their team, everything like that.
You know what's crazy? I've been, a lot of people don't notice, but I'm an A&R too for a company called Black Noise. I keep that on the low because
I mean, because then people gonna be like, oh, she got the Manny's out. Oh, now all of a sudden Manny's standing next to.
These are the things I'm an industry player, bro, because I'm really cooking right now, but I'm really trying to understand the music and everything. Like I'm dead ass like in front of you. It's like I've been making beats, bro. Like I know how to record people now. Yeah, I'm trying to really learn music. Like, and so with me going on this.
Oh, wait, question. I'm gonna cut you off in the middle of that. Yeah. Is if I had to guess the direction, or if there was any like kind of visiting that realm, are we looking at maybe in the future potentially Plaque Max type for Atlanta? Because that's a scene that Atlanta don't really have. I mean, shout out Chris Next Door. Chris Next Door does a lot of that where, you know, he do that with T-Pain and he did it with Tony and stuff like that. But it's like Atlanta don't really have a Plaque Boy Max to that type of level, engineering, make the beats. And then, you know, kind of, he not really an artist, you know, but he's known as the music guy for the underground
the streaming world.
Like exactly.
So, no, literally. And shout out Max, that was part of my inspiration. And he streamed him learning it. And it took him no time, man. Like me just being in the studio with folks, I'm like, I'm just sitting here like I want to be a part of the music, like, you know, because I know how to read music. I've been advanced since second, third grade. You feel me? So like I know music, and it's like with me hosting and with me being on the radio, I know the BPM people like. I know the type of context of music people like. I know like what records go where. I know what records sound better on rhythmic radio than urban radio. Now that I'm doing pop. Now it's like, okay, boom, like, how can I get into this space? Like, how can I drop some music that's not even on the urban stations? Like, that's like mentally what I've been on with the music and like where I'm trying to take the next sound. Because like we already dropped the hip hop album, and I feel like with us doing this next body of work, you know, it's gonna make people appreciate our last album more. Because it's like you're not getting none of that no more. We're useless when it comes to music. But it's gonna be turned up. Like, no cap. It's gonna be like, we just got this live guitars, bro. We've been working on some demo. Like, it's crazy. Like, the music, bro, like, when we drop this next, like, album, because fuck it. We dropping the EP, then we dropping the album. Fuck it. Fuck it. We dropping the EP and then we dropping the album. So,
okay. So, they didn't make me nervous. But I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it a bean because I am team free care on this side and things of that sort. Like when Yachty dropped, let's start. When he dropped, Manny's not saying this, by the way. This is just me, Rashad Milligan. Manny is not saying this. He's just in the interview.
You good, bro. Me and Karen, bro, and one thing I love about my sister, bro, she laughs about the things that happen in life because it's not affecting her, bro. Like, and for everybody who says she can't write her own shit, bro, I'm telling you this firsthand, bro. I sat there and watched her, like, rip some shit. No cap. 5 minutes type shit. Like, hard ass song. I seen that shit. So it's like, niggas, people believe what they want, bro. Good or bad, it's just bringing more attention to her. So I'm like, fuck it.
100%. Shout out Kara, bro. Like I said, that's my favorite rapper. I said that, by the way, side note, in a useless interview. And the footage is nowhere to be found. But that's a whole nother thing. Anyways. So yeah. The thing about alternative, like people who come from the world of hip hop, black people in particular, when they make alternative, a lot of times it's going extremely well. And then Yachty dropped Let's Start Here. And I love the song, the single. I wanna be where you drive me crazy. Yeah. I love that song. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I saw him perform that live at the Tyler show.
Yeah. So I mean, I love that song. However, the album, I felt like a lot of people was like gassing it because it was a rapper taking a chance and going alternative. I feel like you can applaud someone for trying something different and also be like, all right, it's cool.
You didn't fuck with it?
No, I'm not gonna hold you.
That's crazy.
No, like because it's like you got to think, bro. Like Igor, like when Gambino did "Awaken My Love," I was like, oh my goodness. Like when Gambino did "Awaken My Love," it sounded like a funk artist doing a funk album. It didn't sound like a rapper doing a funk album. When Tyler did Igor, it didn't sound like a rapper doing an R&B album. It just sounded like an R&B album. So it's like my expectations is up there. My expectations is 808s and Heartbreak when a rapper step out and do something like that. So when Yachty did that, I was just like,
I feel like he did though, like especially on that song. Like, hold on, I have to give specific reference because I actually fucked that album.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the same opinion. Like, but see, I fucked with Yachty when he did the fucking Teenage Emotions album.
Yeah. See, that was another one that I was just like, all right, it's a hitter. Maybe I just don't like that side of Yachty. It just might be my truth.
What is that song? Yeah, Lady in Yellow. What the fuck? Fucking, bro, come on. All you had to say, like a star. It's crazy. Okay, boom.
And I love Yachty, bro. I mean, I love Yachty music.
Bro, Black Seminole, The Ride, Run Out of Time, Pretty, bro. The Zone, Drive Me Crazy. Officially Lost Vision, Say Something. Crazy.
It felt like an hour of I was like, I'm good off it, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Shout out Lil Boat.
Shout out Boat for sure. Like I love Boat's music, even though you know what I'm saying, like the riff, I was like, oh, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way about the perception of him and everything like that. But like
I fucked with
that album. I don't know. But yeah. So I just always feel that way. Like when people are like, all right, we're going alternative for the next album. I'm like, all right now. Don't just make an alternative just to make some alternative. Like it need to hit.
It's like it's jungle bass, dance, electronic hip hop. We still gonna have some rap shit on here, you know what I'm saying? But like it's gonna be I'm excited.
No, for sure. Okay, salute. Dang, where I want to go with this? Where do I want to go with this now? Oh yeah. So Lil Skirt, man. Lil Skirt, your artist. I wanted to ask you about this too. So I'll take a quick detour. Veda, you mentioned how you grew up in band and you can read music, right? Mm-hmm. Veda also came from band, and I asked her about it, and she says, I always get asked about this in interviews, and I feel like it has no effect on my actual music career. And I'm like, how does being in band not having like you started off as a producer, you make beats, you DJ like transitions, like and making beats it goes back to you learning like it's just there's just is what it is.
Yeah.
So for you, seeing it up close and personal and being around Veda and stuff like that, where do you see like her musical inclination and everything, like just her overall feel for music? Where do you see that with her?
Bro, you can definitely see it in the verse part that we drop. Like, she be having it on her mind already. I like when artists already know what they want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And they're not like forcing it. And you can like, even when you see it in the verse part, like she's sitting there with the producer, because she's like, I typically record myself, which I think is fire when the artist really knows the skill like that. When they know exactly how they want to sound, like, you feel me? But I think she's dope. And the last project she just dropped was fire too. Her visuals been crazy too.
A lot of people that they have the discussion about people not singing the way they used to, like, or not being able to because they don't throw their kids in church no more to be in the children's choir, choir as a teenager, things of that sort. And I feel like it's the same thing with band and like production. It's like, I feel like a lot of the most unique producers are people who come from band. Like it's like Veda is like innovative. I'm sure Tyler the Creator was probably in band. I really liked what Tony doing on the side note, because it's like he's just doing his own thing. Like all his beats be sounding like some 2005 like Jeezy, but I love it. Like stay in your own lane. Don't try to keep up and make some like don't try to do that. Make what you want to make.
Tony got that shit. Shout out Tony Snow, bro.
But yeah. Like I just feel like that's the case. So what do you think is the importance of kids continuing to be in the musical education space and everything like that?
I think it's super important. It's funny you say that because this year for my day in the city, I'm actually trying to look to do like a battle of the bands and like proceeds going to help the winner of the the competition, whether that's for uniforms, paying for competitions. Like, because I know that it should be expensive. And traveling, I feel like traveling for music is important, especially being young and traveling. Like I was blessed to travel in like clubs I was in, like Decca and shit like that. I feel like if I would have traveled for band more, I probably would have did it in college, honestly. But in college, they treat that shit like football, so I was like, I ain't got no time, no cap.
Yeah. I auditioned for Morehouse's band coming out of high school, and they offered me $7,000 grant because it was so late in the summer. Mm-hmm. And $7,000 sounds like, oh yeah, take that chunk of money, bro. Morehouse is $50,000, like. Like that's not even a fourth of the tuition. Like I'm like, man, let me go ahead. I went on, started off at Valdosta State, transferred up to Georgia State, went back in the city, network, everything like that. Now here I am. Little skirt.
Shout out Georgia State.
Shout out Georgia State. As always, go Panthers. Little skirt, bro. I want to ask you about him, your artist and stuff like that. How's the journey been along? Kind of assigning the artist, developing him, getting him out in front of the people. And really, I guess, platforming him because he's already. I want to say this. He already popping on social media, just like in terms of like what I'm saying, being seen, but his music and his artistry, everything like that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he already had it when I signed him. You know what I mean? He had a following. He knew what he wanted. I really just came and added to it. You feel me? Like that was my main thing. Like I can never work with an artist that doesn't know where they want to go, or like where they don't. Like, what do you want out of your career? Like, say if I did get you $1 million right now, like, what would you do with it? You feel me? So, and I think as a growing artist, you always figure that out as you go. And I think the dope thing about the people that we work with, shout out to Black Noise, Ken, Charlie, Stretch, is really in-house. It's close up, personal. Funds are never an issue. Creative direction is never an issue. Getting places never an issue. I feel like that's so important to being able to make the best music. And promote it the best way as possible. I think it was dope, traveling to go to SoundCloud and doing it on the radar twice. And building those relationships, with the artists and Audio Mac and, putting together different shows and doing different things with other creatives is super dope. Like even with him doing a show with Ills on Fashion Week, like, Ills had him modeling with Rocky and shit like that. So I feel like those are just great things that I've been able to just see, with my artists and the development stages. And, the artist got to want it just as bad as the team, you feel me? And it's like, once those two things match, the sky's the limit.
How do you find yourself navigating in the space? Like, I feel like, as, kind of in the world of DJs, A&Rs, you know, kind of curators the way that you are as a host. It's like, you know, relationships are kind of like near the top of the list, if not the most important thing of what you do.
Sure.
But with that, it's like me, I like the way what we just did with the talking about the yachty. I like doing that. Like if some stuff not hitting, or if you on some BS and it's like all the blogs talking about it and stuff like that, I'll be like, yo, I ride with this person. Ooh, da, 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 da. It's like I want to be able to hold you accountable. Like, great example, DDG, bro. DDG, a few years he got arrested, and this is I already interviewed him at this point. I developed a relationship with his lawyer, you know, his attorney and stuff like that, his manager, Dimitri. Shout out to Dimitri, and so I'm like, dang, I gotta write this story about him getting arrested for the charge out there in Cali. So I hit up his manager, yo, I'm writing this story. Just let me know if y'all want to comment on it. He said, no comment. And then, you know, okay, I put that in the story. They declined to comment, everything like that. And I put out the story. I kind of feel bad about putting out the story because it's like the man, you know what I'm saying, and a low point and stuff like that. And he a cool people. He cool people. You don't want people putting out your bad stuff.
Yeah.
But I had to do my job.
Yeah.
So for you, how do you do your job as a radio host, as a personality, everything like that? You have to kind of share your opinions in a way, but still protect those relationships. How do you balance that?
For sure. Like, I think I just stay true to my brand and what I stand for. Because I probably pretty much want to talk about shit out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not new music or something that, like, it's just blatant news that anyone else would get, I kind of stay out of it. You feel me? Especially when it comes to things I'm not knowledgeable about. Because then it's just like, you just speaking just to talk. And I hate people who just talk just to talk. So I feel like just staying focused on the shit that I like, you know? And like that keeps me out of all of that, you know, because I'm only ever, especially now, only interview artists I really want to. I don't have to just interview people just because anymore. And it's like, I'm only talking about stuff that I want to talk to or talk about, you know? So it's I'm trying to stay in those lanes. It's like, obviously sometimes things come up, but having that media train, you know, how you grow up, you know, it's just like, I'm not going to respond to that like that. You feel me? So, yeah.
You did have the viral clip, like you say, with Peasy talking about Zoe. So I mean, like every now and again that does come up, you know what I'm saying? But it's like a question is like, okay, example, they invited me out to do the Millennial Tour when they came down here. So okay, I take it, I go out. I'm excited to see Bow Wow the most. Like Bow Wow for me that was my first album. That like I'm rapping all the words when Bow Wow come up.
Yeah.
But the headliner and the closer is Trey Songz. I'm sitting down for Trey Songz just off Morals. Now his whole set, 30 minutes of bangers, banger back to back. I'm like, oh my gosh, Jesus, he got hits up hits. But I can't. My morals, like I can't, you know what I'm saying? I gotta stand up for black women. So for something like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you navigate in the space? Because where do you draw the line of like, okay, my morals, I can't, you know, you affiliated with this publicly, I can't go. Like, where do you draw that line as someone who you kind of have to be cool with majority, if not everybody, for real, in the industry?
That's a good question. Again, I just feel like who you surround yourself with, like bullshit not gonna come to you unless you on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
say that again. Say that again.
Like, bro, bullshit not gonna come to you unless you on bullshit. Dead ass. So it's like, I literally would stay out the way. I'll stay home before I go to some shit. I know it's just gonna be some bullshit, you know. And then I have to explain why I'm here, and like it's just not good. It's not even worth my time, bro. That's why I stopped hosting. Unless it's some shit I'm doing with the bros, or it's a Wadi out there, or it's useless radio. I'm not hosting this shit. Okay.
Stay home. Big advice. Okay, all right. Wrapping up now. Last few questions, things of that sort. Who are some of the artists that people really need to be paying attention to that they're not really necessarily tapped in right now?
Like I said before, bro, Kidu Karu going crazy. Everybody that's on the album, Beta, Tony, Warhol, CEO Trail, BK, bro. Shout out my nigga Swampfoot. He dropping a whole fucking tape this weekend. That's crazy. All I'm saying is just listen. I ain't even gonna spoil it. Like, just really go listen to that shit. Dirty Crocs, Swampfoot. I really just been like, I've been listening to the game for real. No cap. Our shit. Shout out Wadi Out. They getting ready to drop soon. Yeah, Warhol just dropped a fire ass tape. No cap. I really just been listening to guys for real. Tony about to drop his tape. Tony single he just dropped Can't Miss, fire as fuck. So it's like I really just been listening to the guys for real. No cap. 10K fire ass shit on.
Yeah. Shout out 10K as well. He just dropped a song with Tony like a couple weeks ago too. Dang, what was I want to say? Okay, we was talking about that. Shout out Warhol, shout out Chicago, everything like that. Dang, it was something I forgot. It slipped my mind. But dang, where do I even go from here? Okay, all right. I lost my footing. I lost my steps and everything like that. It was something about music that I wanted to ask you about. Oh, DJ. I'll say DJ culture. We'll go there. DJ culture. I felt like Tyler really kind of popularized it for the decade and stuff like that, bringing it back with Drum on Call Me If You Get Lost. And now, obviously, you have the Atlanta version or the Atlanta version with music and stuff like that from Cardi and Swamp Izzo. I guess, just how you feel about that type of part of the culture coming back and being so relevant again now. And then also, this is what I wanted to say. I wanted to shout out you guys for like the little interludes and little skits and voiceovers, because as someone, like I said, who watches the YouTube channel, they all came from the YouTube blogs and so. And I love that. It's like little details like that when I catch, I'm like, I love this. This is so good. But yeah, continue. Go ahead.
Bro, you are a real one, my nigga. We gotta get you some fucking merch. And that's what it's about, bro. You literally just said it. And it's like the really intricate details. Like, do you pay attention? Like, are you paying attention? Like everything we do is deeper. Just don't think we're doing this just to do it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my partner, Jordan. Like, we were just talking about this even with the show. Like, okay, yeah, we throw the show on, like, we don't have the biggest budget for it, but we know some cool ass artists. I work at a whole radio station. Like, it's gotta be a way we can make some shit shake. You see what I'm saying? So it's like making sure anything you do that's just not the end. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, us doing this convo, we gonna have many more convos. Shit, we might have you talk on the interlude. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of shit that can even come out of this. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like everything that you do, making sure it's like a deeper cause to it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
How does it feel to see your people go up? Kara, Nicia, Tony. How does it feel to see them in particular go
crazy up? Crazy in real time, like, mind you, I met Kara and Nicia. Who did I meet first? I definitely met Nicia first, but I met them like 2 months before they like blew up crazy for real. And when I tell you they were the same people from the first day I met them to the end, it's just always been automatic good energy. And that's why I just love like people who are genuine good people who win. Like, I love that shit. And like they just, man, I love them with all my heart, bro, because they always support the shit I do. And like Anicia, bro, I would kill somebody with my bare hairs for her, no cap. Like, I'll say that on TV. I'll say anywhere, because like she's just the realest, most down to earth, like best friend. She a girl nigga, bro. Like, I don't know how to play it. Like, she's the coolest nigga. Like, she's one of the coolest niggas I know, bro. And she just real. She stand up for her folks. Anytime we in a room that like there's some big people there. Or like, for example, like when she sold out SOBs in New York with Cash Club Band, all these people we meet for the first time. She's like, yo, these my folks. Like, and they like, man, like just really showing love and like putting us in the room. Like, even with her label, like when they come in town, she's like, yep, y'all come, like talk to them, like that'll like have us talking to them about things that we can do to help push the music. Like, it's just a real family with her, bro. So like, shout out to Diddy, shout out to Kara, bro.
And Nicia, she go for everybody regardless of follower count, bro.
Facts.
Like, she go for everybody. Like, she'll repost somebody who freestyles over her song or whatever that got like 2 likes. Like, she'll be like, period poo, and then repost it, and she'll turn them up, bro. Like, I love Anisi, dog. We actually talked about you. I don't know if I sent you that clip, but
No, you
my
gotta
last
send
interview.
it.
Yeah, you said I didn't send it.
Nah, you gotta send it to me.
Okay, yeah. I was like, because I was like, yeah, I had these questions done since I went through her publicist, right? Because our publicist was sending me emails. And I said, let's do an interview. So, it took a couple months and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I had these interviews. These questions in Nicia since like April. And then she was like, Rashad, why don't you just hit me up? And I was like, well, I didn't want to text Manny and be like, she was like, oh, you got some respect about yourself. I appreciate that. Everything. And then I asked a question about you, and then she was like, yeah, the most energetic entertainer. I asked about you and Bosco. Like, this is all in the interview. I'll send you the thing later. But yeah, for sure.
That album on the way, that shit fire.
Okay, so about that. I'm thinking Grady Baby, I felt like was announced like a month ago. The single come out about 3 weeks ago. Do you have a timeline for us? Do you have a timeline for us?
I actually can't say anything.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you at least being honest about it.
Just know though, it's gonna be worth the fucking wait. And it's gonna last. People be dropping music and it don't last. But like, she did her shit. No cap.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for sure. I seen Swamp Izzo last year, and I was like, yo. And then he said, and as time went on, I realized that just meant he had no clue when he was going to drop it either. He did it in a cool way. It was a real cool way where he was just like, but he honestly just had no idea when Cardi about to drop. Shout out Swamp Izzo, man. Manny, is there anything else that you like to plug? Anything that you got coming up? Your socials that people can follow you on?
Man, our website is about to be on the way. Shout out 10K Duncan. Shout out to my boy Evan. Shout out to Jordan. Shout out to Owen. Shout out to King Kanye. My boy Danny Mav. We just shot a cool ass fucking concept for our merch that we about to drop with our website. That we're about to drop. We got a whole Users Radio website that's finna drop. So we got some cool ass rollout that's finna come for that shit. So y'all be on the lookout for that. This EP, bro. Literally, when I get out this call, I'm finna go clear the main single. Then we probably finna figure out how to shoot that shit. Because all I'm gonna say is, bro, how I want to do this video is gonna take us 3 different locations. No cap.
3 different locations, single on the way, EP later, and then the album. That was an exclusive. What the heck? Man, he said too much. Ooh.
No, dead. When Jordan see this thing up there, bro, what the fuck?
Hey, shout out Jordan, bro. Shout out Jordan.
Shout
That's
out
a real
Jordan,
solid
bro.
dude, man.
He be
That's
mad
a real
as fuck
solid dude.
He be like, all right, well, shit. But see, I like saying shit because that means we got to do it.
I know, and it gives people hopes up, everything like that. If you had to give, I've been asking everybody just for the past year, your top 5 underground Atlanta rappers. Like, it could be, you could go top 5 skill, you can go top 5 clout, but who is your top 5 underground Atlanta rappers right now? From Atlanta.
I'm going Tony Snow.
But I'm counting, I want to say this, I'm counting people like Ben Riley would count because he's been in Atlanta since high school.
Everybody.
But what's his name wouldn't count. Prue's son, he wouldn't count because he count himself as a Detroit rapper.
Gotcha.
Shout out Nassan. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I would say Tony Snow, Anicia for sure. Cause I dead ass be listening to their music, like not even on somebody like of all time.
Oh no, right now. Not
right now?
Right now.
Ken for sure. Are them niggas really underground anymore though?
Ken. I feel like Ken, Kenny Mason, and BK the Ruler not underground.
But you know what's crazy? Niggas still consider them underground until you on the radio. That's what be my theme with artists.
Yeah, no.
Until you on the radio, bro, you're not mainstream.
Like Laser Dim, excuse me. I don't know if Laser is underground, to be honest. Laser are pretty big.
We gonna say it for what we know. Like if they're not on the radio, they're underground. So I'm gonna go Tony, Anicia, Ken, Laser, no cap. And you know what? I'm gonna throw it here. That's kind of a curve. I'm stuck in between my boy Lil Tony and Glock 40 Spaz, bro.
Well, both of them got the youth in the chokehold.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna give it to my boy Tony though.
Shout out T Key.
I'll give it to my boy Tony though. That nigga hard. His new tape crazy.
Hey, shout out Lil Tony for sure. Shout out Lil Tony official.
Facts.
Hey man, Manny, we appreciate the time so much. Thank you for stopping by, showing some love.
You just inspired the fuck out of me. I hope you know, like, today's gonna be my most productive day yet because of you, bro. So thank you.
Man, that's what it's all about, bro.
You just
if we not talking to each other, bro, and like because you saying some stuff where I'm like, okay, all right, no. When I watch Useless Radio, bro, it's not only entertaining and stuff like that, it's inspiring, bro, because it's like you among the same streets and the same events, but it's like it's always to me, okay, how can you get a different angle? Like to anybody coming up in media, it's all about what's the different, like what are you doing that's different from everybody else? Everybody in the room shooting the same event. How are you going to shoot it to where I'm like, dang, like this look like a movie. This don't look like a concert. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I seen Manny, last time I seen Manny was December at the Tony show at Center Stage.
Yeah.
This man was hosting on stage, walked through the crowd, politic with it. Yo, what's up? Then he had his people Useless running around interviewing everybody and stuff like that, getting content. In the middle of the show, he go down in the crowd and he jumping around with the Useless to get the vlog for Useless. And then he doing 3 jobs at once. And I'm just watching. I'm peeping. So it's like, Manny, when I tell you, bro, like you might be younger, but like I really get some stuff from you and I'll be inspired. I'll be like, okay, man, we got to turn the creativity. How can we make this more creative? Woo. Bro, trust me. It's a lane for everybody and it's room for everybody to eat and stuff like that. And talks like these is important for everybody, bro.
But you inspire me just as much. Like you don't even understand. Like, you just breaking that stream shit down to me like that, bro. Like we here. Okay.
Man, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, for sure. But yeah, as always, I'm Rashad Milligan. This is Manni Supreme. Y'all make sure y'all follow, support my boy, Useless Radio. Get the merch when it's out. All those good things. And until next time, man.
Yes, sir.
We are.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but.
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
Good question.
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.